welcome.
Hey,
Big exclusive podcast, and the gang is all here. We
hey,
live in the new podcast studio.
hey.
This just feels right, man. It just feels right. Flight, how you today?
I'm good. I'm on time for the first time. Look at God. Come on now. We done switched the time. We in a new venue, new spot, new location.
Right.
Just everything is just fresh. Uh except for these sofas, but okay. That God is good.
Oh, gee, what's up?
Comfortable. Your chair not comfortable.
My chair smell like
High tower.
Annie Basin.
I knew he was
High tower.
He couldn't wait.
Back his chair.
He
Low as a
couldn't wait. He couldn't
He's
wait.
sitting up there like Shaq and shit.
He couldn't wait.
The kindergarten section.
He couldn't wait.
What's
You
what's
look
that?
like Zeke off of
Uh-huh.
Power in the first grade.
What's that big chair over in Jersey? They got the big red chair in front of the
They got one now in Prince
It's just reverse. Yeah, it's just reverse.
small world.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the podcast without a couple shots. Before I ask y'all about y'all weekend,
Why his shirt matched the chair though?
let's
That's
get into
He pulled it out the backpack over there. He matched it up. He ain't had that shit on when I got here. You know, he down with the wardrobe changes and shit.
we next to each other. It's only right.
got a
You
whole
know how we
couch
do
full
when
of
we get
shit
next to
over
each
there,
other. I'm sorry. All right, go ahead.
best thing is like we can actually move the cameras around now. Let's take care of the sponsors right quick. I'm gonna make it quick. Shout out to Don over at Epic Graphics and Crafts. I'm sorry, Critical Shot Studio.
Observing?
No, I was looking at the banner scroll across the bottom of the screen, and then I caught us all together. You know what I mean? That shit look dope. We do so we can get a little
You
tighter.
just need that to be up a little bit more. Like,
No, I'm just talking about we need to be closer and
No.
together.
you know, you don't wash up the
Ah!
This nigga-
Stop telling all
this
these
motherfucker wear a new hoodie, and all of a sudden you can't.
This hoodie old. I had
You
this going on a couple
they can't
times on the
tell
show.
me nothing. Sponsors, Don over at Critical Shot Studio, that's producer behind the scenes. If you checked out the Facebook Live earlier, you guys got a glimpse of what he does. I know these lights is the shit. They're killing me, but I know they the shit. I know it's helping us look better, but these lights,
Your
ain't,
forehead is glistening a little bit.
it is, ain't it? Shining. Shout out to Epic Graphics and Crafts, the exclusive merchandising for the Big Exclusive Podcast. Major shout out to Shea Harmony. Shea Harmony offers all natural products for the body with their whipped body butter. Then their most exclusive item, Shea Harmony whipped and scented body butter, is sure to keep your skin moisturized, soft and smooth. It also soothes dry and cracked skin. It's that time of year. It's cold. Stay moisturized, and it'll also leave you smelling amazing. Shea Harmony also offers natural soaps, beard and hair oil, essential oil remedies, and more. Shea Harmony products can be purchased at iCraftMart.com. Shea Harmony, bringing harmony to your skin. Go over to iCraftMart.com and get you some. We got some. Before I ask you about your weekend, I want to do some early check-ins. If you can hear the sound of my voice, make sure you guys are sharing the live. Don't take the 2 seconds. Look down in the bottom right-hand corner, hit that arrow or hit that share button. We surely appreciate it. Shout out to Dawn on the check-in. She said, "Good evening, everyone." Nene, good evening as well. Q said, "Okay, check y'all out." Right. Nene said, "Congratulations to my bros. Flight for y'all debut, for y'all new building. Appreciate that." Smoke said, "Yizzo." What's up, Smoke? Nene said, "Top Flight can't lay down no more." That's a fact, Nene. That ass won't be asleep now.
Mind your
Christine
business.
said, "Hey everyone, I'm loving the new set. Congrats again. We appreciate that." Nat Phillips said, "Wonderful, Nat. We appreciate you guys. Again, keep sharing." Jamie said, "Oh snap, y'all got a cameraman now. He's zooming in on y'all." Okay. Melanie Scott sent out the wave of the hand. Again, let me know how y'all like the new setup, like the new digs, because that's one of the topics from tonight's show. We wanted to introduce y'all to our new space. You know what I mean? So it's welcome to the new studio. Um, again.
Before we get started, man, we got to send out everybody send out a prayer for Big Roll. He needs all the prayers he can get right now. You ain't got to go too much in the specifics, but
Yeah, man, I was kind of
send him out for Big
skeptical if I
Roll.
even wanted to say something
No,
about that.
you just say that. You don't got to go into no
Yeah,
specifics.
all the prayer warriors out there, please, put them together.
Send him
Whatever
up
God
for the
you
big
pray
guy.
to, man, send some prayers and some love to our co-hosts in the comments. Big Roll. Like OG said, we ain't gonna go too far into it, but it's important out there that you guys, you know what I mean, of every faith, send up a prayer for
And
Big
we
Roll.
can send one up to Nene, Nashua, for some healing, some prayers for healing or whatever. You don't got to get too far into what's going on with anybody. Just
Right, some healing prayers for our sister Nene as well. She definitely in our thoughts and prayers, regular on the show, top fan badge and everything. Um, Dawn says, "Hey everyone, Smoke. I'm not reading that shit. Go ahead, that shit, bro." Yolanda Shield says, "Nice studio." She sent up some prayers to Big Roll. Shout out to Vicky. She said, "Hey, it's lit." That's right. We are at NGTV studio headquarters. Super excited about that. And Christine just sent up some prayers for Big Roll. So, we start the show on a little bit of a somber note, but we're gonna keep it positive. We're gonna send those prayers up, man, and hope everybody come on the other side, healthy and able to, come back and hang out with the fellas, man. Jabira said, "Okay, fellas, new background, y'all popping." Yeah, so Jabira, this is the new setup. This is the new look. We over at NG Studio headquarters at Cash Studios. I ain't gonna tell y'all where. We'll tell y'all where when we do our live podcast. Y'all can come out and join us. To the left of me, we got a stage to the left. We can put a stripper pole there. If y'all watched the live earlier, y'all saw OG on the swing. Yeah, he got a big
Oh, he got
time
on the
He
swing?
got on the swing.
He put
He was-
the bad leg up and
that
everything.
Wee! He was up there. Wee! He did all of that shit, man. We got couches. We got a news desk. Like, we got everything we need, man, for a successful podcast, and none of that would be possible without the sponsors. Even more importantly, my brothers, Top Flight and Angry OG. Let's get into it, man. How was your weekend, Flight?
It was horrible.
It was horrible.
It was horrible.
Okay, horrible. In what way? Talk to me, man.
The weather canceled all my laughter, so I was home doing nothing, watching the games. That was the plus side. So I got a chance to actually sit down and watch some football. But yeah, I didn't. All my shows got canceled from uh, Wednesday all the way to Sunday. So I was not telling any jokes all this week, but it allowed me to spend some time with the family, with the kids. So got to take the good with the bad. So my weekend it was bad because I wasn't telling jokes, but it was good because the family and quality time is always needed.
Right. You take the good, you take the bad, you take the good, and now you have the facts of life. The facts of life. OG, how was your weekend?
it was under that, so I didn't do nothing, man.
We didn't do nothing.
I didn't do shit at all,
Just another weekend for you, bro.
man. Yeah.
It's just
I really
just
didn't do
another
nothing.
2 days.
I didn't really do shit.
All right, man. My weekend was good. Weather or no weather, I ain't gonna fake it. I got some work done. I was able to get some behind the scenes stuff done for the show. I'm excited for my baby girl Cameron. She got some dope stuff coming up. So does Kayla. I'm excited for them. OG, I got to tell you, I appreciate your Ali too on the Airbnb. That was good looking. That was good looking.
Good for something, huh?
You good for something. You ain't just good for talking shit. You is good for something every now and again. Okay. Shout out to Jabera. She gonna do my daughter's hair tomorrow. So I gotta send a shout out to her. I appreciate her. You need some braids, some box braids, micro. She do all of that shit.
What about the process?
She will not do a process. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe she can. Maybe she'll answer that in the comments if she does processes.
My
and that.
shit straightened, man.
Need your shit straightened.
Yeah.
All right, well, actually line you up. Jabira, do you do processes?
I couldn't.
OG
I
need.
couldn't see you with braids. I'm sorry.
No, I said the process.
That nigga trying to get a Jerry curl.
I know, but I'm just
He
saying.
trying to get an Al Sharpton or something. A pimp called Slick Back. Yeah, you can. I mean, I can get it. It'll be fucked up. I'll tell you what, I'm never coming here again without my head being shaved. That's for damn sure.
I wasn't going to say nothing, but you brought it up. So you opened the door, so I'm going to just bust up in there.
What's up in the motherfucker? Life? Right, yeah. Oh, he was talking about his funeral. Oh, he was talking about me. You die first. Hey, Eddie Murray, I'm just going to bust up in the motherfucker. Single. For real? Classic shit, man. Flight, you said you was watching the games this weekend.
Yeah.
That's one of the topics we was going to talk about tonight. Super Bowl is set.
Jimmy Flea,
The
he
Cincinnati
never let
Bengals.
me down.
So how did we get here? We got the Cincinnati Bengals.
And my main man, Jimmy Flea, he showed up, came to the rescue, and let the Rams in the Super Bowl. Jimmy, what I tell you last week?
So
What did I
listen,
say?
true story, right? This was right after the games last weekend.
We was on. We spoke about it because your sister husband
Is
is
a Niners fan. Yep. And we talked about it last week. He was like, "Yo, Jimmy Flea gonna let y'all down." He going, "What you say?"
He's going to show up and he's going to do some dumb shit. He's going to sell pussy.
That's what you said. He gonna sell pussy.
he did.
I'm
see
trying
that
to
nut-ass
make the
pass?
correlation.
You see that last pass he threw? They was on Jimmy G ass. That shit was like a hot potato. Like I don't
I
want it.
can't even laugh because Carson Wentz invented that, and he used to play here. So that
Man, Jimmy
That
G,
boy
no,
getting
he
tackled.
was never. They never put him on the pedestal like they did Jimmy G.
Man.
Jimmy
Mhm.
G got paid. He got a big ass contract. He never
nah,
really played.
he was playing for a contract. He done.
No, I'm talking about when he came from New England.
Oh yeah, well yeah, they
he
gave him
played
big
about
money.
5-6 games. They paid that motherfucker.
Yeah, now
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to remember, Belichick was fighting to keep him.
Yeah,
And at the time, Belichick, well, probably still is the best coach in the game. But you got to figure the best coach in the game, the coach Tom Brady, want this ball. Something
what
special.
has he
something-
done though?
I didn't say he was.
Oh.
I didn't say he turned out like that. I'm just saying that's why he got paid.
When the lights come on, Jimmy G, he will
How about-
disappoint you.
Well, I mean, he got him to a
He
Super
will throw the
Bowl,
ball to the other team.
Listen,
and he got him playoffs.
The
And
defense did all of that.
yeah,
defense
I mean,
got the lead.
he's a
He didn't throw a touchdown in the
he
playoffs. in
controls.
2 games.
He's a game manager.
How you don't throw a touchdown in 2 games in the playoffs?
the last
The
game
first 2
manager-
games, you didn't throw a touchdown in either game.
I mean, look at Debo Sanders is an all-purpose.
They was using
everything.
him as a running back.
No, actually, you're lying. He did throw a touchdown. He
Not-
threw one to Debo Sanders.
Yeah, in the 3rd game, the first 2 games, he didn't throw no touchdown.
I don't know.
I know for a fact. They didn't score in Green Bay. They scored on defense
Okay,
and 2 field goals.
okay.
He didn't throw a touchdown.
so
he didn't throw a touchdown against the flea-ass Cowboys.
I'm of the belief like game managers can't really win
Not,
the big
your
game.
quarterback got to be able to make plays when you need to make a play.
I
He
mean,
gonna make a play for the other team.
there's always an exception. Trent Dilfer
But they look at their defense though.
was the exception.
They had a historic
but
defense.
they had a historic great deep. The Ravens had historically.
They wasn't giving up 9-10 points a fucking game. Like,
And
How about say
it
Falco
really
too?
hurt because they fucking
Yeah.
beat the
but
damn
Flacco
Giants.
was balling that playoff. The playoff.
I was
year,
gonna say he was airing it
though.
out.
But Flacco wasn't really shit. But he really had.
Yeah.
Because he got that contract, and then he
Yeah, that shit
stunk
got
it.
him paid.
Right. That's all you need to perform one time and get you paid.
Jimmy G's trash.
So look, the Bengals, Rams, Super Bowl. Who you got?
I got the Rams.
Rams. I'm LA.
They're gonna kill Joe Burrow. His offensive line is horrible.
I think,
And he's going to get hurt again behind that line.
yeah,
Aaron Donald is gonna have a fucking feast.
pretty much. He might be. He might win MVP.
Man, Aaron Donald, they line is fucking horrible.
I was
Again,
say he got sacked
Joe
like
Burrow.
10
He
so
got sacked
young.
9 times against the Titans. That's how he got hurt his first year. They was fucking him up. He tore his knee up.
Yeah, I got the Rams.
They better protect Joe Burrow. He gonna have a
I
short
think
career.
Joe is young, and at the end, of
He
the
good
day,
though. Joe's good.
No, he's good.
Yeah.
Ain't no mistake
but
about
that
it.
line
He's
is
good.
fucking horrendous.
But when your line made a wet paper bag, and you got Aaron Donald on the other side, and they got
Von Miller,
2 weeks to scheme,
and they got him. They got Von Miller on the line with him.
yeah, and enough time to scheme against Joe Burrow, to confuse him and all that other shit. No, I got the Rams winning the Super Bowl. What y'all doing for the Super Bowl? Y'all got anything lined up? Any Super Bowl parties, anything like that?
No.
As of right now, I don't have much.
So with that being said, nobody on the show got shit to do. So if you want to invite us to a pot, huh?
You good. Plan something real quick.
Plan something real quick.
Put it together. Make it happen.
And listen, I tell you what.
Got TVs in here.
If the people want us to have a Super Bowl party, we'll have a Super Bowl party. On the wall, Yeah, it's 1, 2 right there.
3.
Yeah. Okay.
It's over there.
Oh, all right. Well, shit. If the people want us, oh my God, Anthony Medlock said Bengals by 10.
Anthony Medlock is a Raider fan. He trying to switch horses in the middle of the race, and we're not going to allow you to do it, Ant. We're not going to allow you to do it.
Jabera said, who having a Super Bowl party? Lakeisha, she said she got the Rams.
What she was drinking?
Jabera said she'll shape you up and everything, OG, if you want to process.
I'm gonna
she got you.
Yeah.
She said whatever you need.
And that's all I need.
You just need the process.
Yeah.
What you need is just juices and berries.
I tried that already.
But if y'all got a Super Bowl party plan, let us know, man. We try to figure out something to do for the Super Bowl. We won't show up empty-handed. Fight gonna come with jokes. OG just coming with an appetite. I ain't gonna show up. I'm gonna lie and say I'm coming. And I'm just not gonna make it. That shit because it's gonna be too many of you motherfuckers. And COVID is still strong out there. So I cap to say I'm coming. But if it's a virtual Super Bowl party, count me in. We can have that shit in the metaverse. I'm not gonna be around a bunch of people. With COVID as heavy as it is and as dangerous as it is.
Juggernaut, so you cool.
Yeah, yep. I am fully vaccinated. I didn't get no booster though.
If you believe the science, you ain't even gonna be sick that long. Had no couple cents.
You ain't gonna be sick that long. I'd rather stay away from you motherfuckers. Simple as that. I'd rather stay away from you now. So y'all like the new space, bro? You like the new space?
Yeah.
OG, you fuck with the new space? Yeah. This motherfucker, look, we pre-production, right? We setting up and everything. This motherfucker is Cat Williams on the couch. I mean, he got joke after joke. You know, they say most comedies like, in order, if you're set to be successful, it's got to be a laugh every 7 seconds or something.
7 seconds.
Every 7. This motherfucker was on fire. Every 7 seconds, he had something. I said, watch when the lights come on. He gonna be over there too. Yeah.
Quiet in the church, man.
Quiet as a church, man. You can hear the grays coming out of his beard right now. Zoom in on that motherfucker, die. All right, we talked about the Super Bowl. Everybody on the panel, like on the podcast, got the Rams. I just can't see Joe Burrow doing it so young and being able to overcome the deficiencies on the line, especially when they got that much time, to come up with a game plan defensively for them. What y'all want to talk about, man? We got the TikTok video. We got Black History Month. Some true crime shit in Philly. And OG probably the only one old enough to remember this shit, but you was there when they signed the Emancipation Proclamation.
You want your dad well.
You know that ain't your real daddy.
There's some truth to that though. Like that's a low blow you just do.
Oh shit! What happened? Uh-oh.
You fucked up Vegas.
Get out the bag.
The fucked up Vegas. You jump right on that shit too.
I had no idea.
He ain't even had to say nothing.
He had to say
He
nothing.
had to
You
confirm
could
it.
just let that.
He could have just let
You could
that
just
shit
do that
go.
right out of balance.
He could have just
but
let that shit
no.
slide out of balance. Not this motherfucker. Let's talk a little bit about Black History Month. Black History Month. We in the month of February. It's every February. And I'm going to read y'all something right quick. Black History Month traces its origins back to 1926 when the Association for the Study of African American Life and History designated a week in February, chosen to coincide with the birthdays of Abraham Lincoln, February 12th, and Frederick Douglass, February 14th, and was then called Negro History Week. But then Lyndon B. Johnson signed into law, I believe, in 1976, designating the whole month of February to be Black History Month. Now, you can hear the sound of my voice. I'm curious, before we jump in there and go crazy on that shit, man. We sound low and it's a lot of static. Don, you catch that? All right. Huh?
Hey man, it's 22. It's anything new.
It's something in the air, man.
Anything new.
You've been popping fly all motherfucking day, bro. And we only going by what the people saying. And nigga, your job is to make sure we don't fucking sound like that. Don't take offense because they telling us what's going on.
Because your
Just
shit ain't
fix
working.
this shit.
You can't stop the rain.
That motherfucker, you just come over here and help. They want to come do it. They come do it themselves. Fuck
Sick
no,
of
they
this
ain't
shit.
getting paid to do that shit.
What do you say? I don't like that shit.
Yeah, he should have had a
Drop
banana in
it
his
down
mouth.
on them niggas.
He should have had a banana in his mouth. I don't like that shit. Listen, so I'm of the mindset that I don't think. First of all, I appreciate that people, I guess,
You really
highlight.
supposed to be happy for 1 month? Like,
But see, that's what I was alluding to. Like, I like the fact that people are actively looking for the information when it comes to Black History Month. But I don't think we even need Black History Month because American history is Black history.
just teach it the way it's supposed to be taught.
Just teach the truth,
yeah.
right?
You
Teach.
don't need no Black History Month.
So we
Put that shit in the books that it belong in.
stop whitewashing the history, and Black History Month would be unnecessary. Because at the end of the day, we didn't contribute 1 month worth of anything to the whole nation, motherfucker. The entire wealth structure
Built on our
of this
back
country was built on the backs of fucking black people.
for free.
For
labor.
free labor. Free labor.
How they got their head start.
That's how they got their head start. And we've been trying to catch up ever since. And again, I'll go back to, a few points I make almost every show, man. What bothers me about the culture today is anything black people touch, we make cool. We set cool. We make the trends. We dictate if an app is cool or some bullshit. MySpace tried to make a comeback. Black people said, no, you ain't heard from MySpace again. Clubhouse was on its ankles. When I tell you Clubhouse valuation was like $10 million. Meek Mill getting the beef with DJ Academics on Clubhouse. Clubhouse, the new hottest thing, $1 billion valuation. And the next, literally, month later. If we say some shit is some bullshit, Bobos, we not wearing it, guess what? It don't sell. If we say a specific musician in any other genre than hip hop. It ain't got to be just hip hop. It can be any other genre. If we say like we fucked with Amy Winehouse, she was cool. She exploded. Was everywhere. We dictate what's cool, not just in the United States, but globally. These fashion houses that exist, first of all, the misogyny in our community is weird to me, right? Because we don't fuck with the gooch, we don't like the gooch, we cringe around the gooch. But almost every major fashion house, the gooch is at the head of that fashion house.
Yep.
And they wear it proud and they'll strap it. And again, just because something costs a certain amount of money, don't mean that shit is cool.
Exactly.
But the fact of the matter is, we set the trends, we make shit cool. The problem that I have with all of this power that is we do not harness this shit.
Don't use it right.
We do
for our benefit.
Like nobody would know about certain brands if it wasn't talked about in our music or in the barbershops or hair salons.
With Timberland.
Look what happened with Timberland.
And they some bullshit boots.
They always been.
Their feet be cold and they get wet.
And they not comfortable.
Motherfuckers like $200 now. For them bullshit heavy ass motherfucking Herman
and they 200 because they not selling as fast as they used to.
Yeah.
Right.
But look how fast they were selling before.
But right when we was coming up, bro, you had to have the double sole.
Yep, a certain pair or the chuckers.
That was it. Everybody named mama went and got them Jones after
the females was wearing and everything.
Everybody, kids. They had kids.
So then they sayonara to them. If you wore the Nike Jones or the Uggs came, when Uggs, got famous, that was see you later Timberland. Now look at Uggs.
Right. Like Uggs, I never understood the appeal to that, but everybody entitled to their own style. Point I'm trying to make is we have yet to realize and harness that power that we have. See, a lot of us complain about opportunity. We complain about how hard it is to get finances or finance for any given project, whether it be TV, movies, whatever. But I know of people who are trying to do dope things, right? I'm not even getting to specifics. I'm just going to keep it general because I don't want to offend nobody. I don't want to throw nobody shit under the bus. The point is this. If we put the power of our money behind Black-owned brands and don't worry about what the money, because ultimately what I look at when I look at Black businesses is not just about the product. You just look at the mission statement, right? It'll tell you everything you need to know about that company in the mission statement. I say this to say, stop worrying about buying Black and how much money that person is making.
That ain't none of your fucking business.
It's got exactly. The point is, the more like it's just
why should you care anyway?
Here we go. Hypothetically speaking, right? OG, you start a sneaker brand, right? You can go steal Nike whole design team. You can take their whole design team. Flight start a sneaker brand. He take Adidas whole design team, right? And whatever name y'all decide, the top flights, the angry OGs, they can be flavor.
No, they don't buy that shit.
They're not even gonna buy the shit. You know why? Because it's Top Flight and the angry OG on the company. When we could take and throw the money behind Flight and the angry OG like we throw behind these major brands who pacify us, because let's be realistic, at most they pacify us.
They don't give you shit.
They do enough, they do just enough to be able to say we did XYZ. Mm-hmm. And they put the money where it doesn't have economic impact on the inner cities where it's needed most. And they expect us to be grateful that they did that and continue to support and buy their shit. I give a perfect example. Y'all remember Stephon Marbury?
Oh, he made them Starburys.
Starbury. You remember Shaq had some junks? The Shaqs?
And they made them because they wanted to make sneakers affordable.
Starbury said people was getting
nobody
killed
wanted to buy them
for Jordans.
Yeah.
And he came up with a $30 pair of sneakers, some of the best designers in the game. I thought the Starburys was dope. But
I'm
because
not
they
gonna
was
do that.
only $30, $40, 20, whatever that
Mhm.
number was, because that number was so low, black people thought it had no value. So if a motherfucker don't want to kill you for your jacket or your sneakers, it ain't worth a damn, huh?
Right. But
It's the silliest shit in the world.
the crazy part about the whole thing, it only takes $30 to make the
Less
Jordans.
than that.
Less than that.
Less than that.
Like the Jordans, the mate is like $30,
I'm
and then
trying
they
to figure
just
out how
throw the
your shit
brand
came
on
out,
it and
and then you gonna
skyrocket.
bring it back out years later, and the fucking price them double.
The
The same bullshit
retros,
sneakers.
they
And
reissue
then
in
you
the same,
standing in line, talking you get
and
some
they be
retros,
wrapped
like,
around the corner.
yeah, for some retros. Like, are you
And
fucking
ain't
retarded?
nothing about no Jordans gonna make you run faster, jump higher. You paying for the
Man, they ugly as
prestige to
shit,
say
though.
that you have Jordans.
The motherfuckers is outdated. Like,
Shit, the
Yeah.
ones I want to come back is the Bo Jacksons. I need them.
Yeah,
I need the
Bo
Bo
Jacksons.
Jacksons.
But the point is, like, nobody's ever going to talk about those Starburys in reverence like they do the Jordan brand or the Air Maxes or any of those legacy brands built by these major companies. And Stephon Marbury is a black man. Shaq tried to do the same exact thing. Shaq got the same exact treatment, and it was bad. It's, to me, people like Shaq and Stephon Marbury, regardless of how much money the company would have made, they would have employed people that look like you, that look like me. They employed children and family members that look like you and me. They'd have put them in positions where they're not normally in position in these major brands to actually make an economic impact on our communities. And it would have curbed whatever percentage that violence would have went down that was majorly beneficial to whatever community it would have went down there. Because that's one, that's somebody's son, brother, husband, father. And the point to all of this was to say that I'm rather annoyed that we as a people haven't realized and understood our assignment. Y'all have fun on TikTok and all that. I understood the assignment. And you think putting on a nice outfit is understanding the assignment?
who gave
You
out?
think about
who
doing
gave
the
out
best
assignment?
makeup is put
Who the
this.
fuck gave the assignment out? Like, where the fuck did that come
They
from?
giving that shit to themselves, bro.
Who the
but
fuck gave out
the-
the assignment?
here's-
Who graded it?
Here's the assignment for the motherfucking community. This is the assignment for the community. And I don't, people always make these silly ass excuses, man. Buy black. That's it. That's all. Buy from black people so that we have the financial ability to change the economic landscape of our community. I don't want to hear that shit. Oh, there's no black toilet paper. Bullshit. It's a person
You
in
just gotta
Atlanta right
research
now. You just can't be lazy about
Just
it,
gotta
man.
research it.
You just can't be lazy about it.
And if
man.
you got to order. You
If
order
you
from
got
Amazon
you order
every
from
fucking day.
faithfully. And I don't want to hear about the shit because Amazon come in an hour and a half. That's faster. It doesn't matter. Like, ain't no motherfucking pair of sneakers or whatever it is that you order and that important
That you got to
that
have
you
that fast.
that you can't wait. Because if it means that much to you, and it's motherfuckers who wanted to be free so bad, they knew if they ran, they would get their feet chopped off. They ran anyway. Or their genitalia chopped off, and they ran that anyway. It's people out there who knew that it would be water hoses turned on them, dogs sicked on them, batons splitting their fucking eyes open when they was going to protest. They did it anyway. So don't talk no shit to me about exercising no patience to support black. There's a black cell phone company. There's a black bank. Killer Mike just came out with the. I don't want to butcher the name, but he has one of those cards like everybody else has, like the online and all that. Like it almost like the Rush card. But I think something up with that Rush card. I can't remember what it was, but Killer Mike is doing something similar with an online bank that we could support. Ultimately, there is a black company or a black counterpart for every product that you need out there. You just got to do the research. And there are people like, if I'm not mistaken, Jay-Z and maybe Nas, and I don't know if that was, something people was trolling or it was fake. I don't know. but I believe they're working on some type of black space or a black app that you can find all black owned businesses, you know what I mean, across the country. But the point is, if you look, you'll find it. Here's the other thing that I'm gonna say before I move on about black businesses and why it's so important for us to support black businesses, right? So it was a meme rolling around. Yeah, I saw it maybe like 2 years ago, and it was like this one white guy owned a hot dog stand. His hot dog was $2.95. The Asian guy, he owned the hot dog stand. His hot dog was $2.95. Fucking Italian guy, Jewish guy, whatever guy, not a person of color, had a hot dog stand. His hot dogs was $2.95. Black guy owned the hot dog stand, right? They showed the person, you know, he bought the hot dog for them, no problem. He bought a hot dog from everybody with no problem. Get to the black man, you know what it say? Oh, for $2.95, I can buy a whole pack of hot dogs and a loaf of bread and make them myself. Which shows me the condition of our people. You got no problem walking
You got to give them a
into.
deal. You got to give them a deal. They go in the black establishment. They looking for a deal. You don't look for no deal with AT&T. You don't look for no deal with Gucci.
Prada,
you don't look for no deal with none of that shit. You're in line
Target,
around the fucking corner spending the night, and you're going to give them what the fuck they asking for with no problem.
with no problem.
And you'll buy multiple, whatever it is, multiples. But you're not looking for a discount. But I got to give you two for whatever, or you got to take some money off and all that shit. Like they just their mind is conditioned to be that way, but they don't even peep it.
And they don't even peep it. And here's why. Because I hear the chattering on Facebook and Instagram, and I'm always the one who does my best to always support every fucking body, especially people of color. Because I know what it means to be in business for yourself. I know what it means to take that leap of faith, because all of us have done it. OG, you doing it right now. Flight, every time you step on stage, you put yourself out there, bro. And you chasing that dream.
Right.
And you investing in yourself. Like, you got to buy plane tickets and wardrobe and this, that, and other thing. Now, I'm sure you're making money now, but point is, you ain't where you want to be.
Right.
To where as though they furnish everything. Here's why it's so extremely important for you guys to spend the money with black people, because I'm always fighting back in these groups. I'm always fighting back on these posts, and I be feeling like I'm by myself because people like, yo, black people always want to charge too much.
And shit. All these excuses.
They always
complain about
say
the customer service and all that when the white motherfucker treat you worse than that when you come in the fucking store.
Man,
But you overlook that shit though.
You know the perfect example I use for that? It's a running joke that McDonald's shake machine is down all the fucking time. And some of these Negroes had the unmitigated gall to still go there and ask for a milkshake. No problems, no. It's just a joke now. It's just a fucking
Let
joke.
my motherfucking machine be broke.
Let your machine be broke.
They ain't coming back.
They ain't never coming back. And they're going to tell 100,000
This
motherfuckers.
shit don't never work.
OG, every time I go to his raggedy
never
ass
got
shit,
shit. Yeah,
his
yup.
machine ain't never motherfucking working.
And he got
Every
roaches.
time I go to a top flight show, and he got roaches. Every time I go to a top flight show, he always got them same 3 black motherfuckers in rotation. They gonna tell 1 million people about one bad experience and never gave OG Flight nobody an opportunity to fix it. But these major corporations can send you the wrong shit. They can flat out burn you.
Mm-hmm.
They can flat out burn you. And it don't be a post. It don't be a protest. They ain't telling 1 million motherfuckers. But back to my point on why I feel like it's so important to spend your money with black people, even if it costs you a little bit more. Now, by no means am I saying put yourself in the poorhouse to support somebody
Well, the
black.
cost don't really be that
But
much of a
if
difference, whereas though it matters.
and that's the hard part about being an entrepreneur, bro. Because as entrepreneurs, we're constantly trying to compete with these big these big box stores and
you're not
warehouses.
getting, and you're not getting your shit for what they're getting their shit for. So they can afford.
That's my
They can
point.
afford to not
Because
upcharge their shit, but for so much because how much they getting it for. You're never going to get that. Kind
we
of
can never compete with that. We can never compete with that. All right, you Angry OG Enterprises. Top flight is Walmart, right? Y'all both selling soap. OG, your soap selling for $5 a bar, right?
And his shit selling for $3.
His shit selling for $2.
Yep, because he paid 75 cents for it, and I paid 3.
He paid a quarter for it. You know why? Because he was able to buy a container load of that shit. And everybody know basic economics. The more you buy, the cheaper it is for you, the cheaper it costs you per item. See, Flight with his big box store can buy a container full of that shit and pay 10 cents each bar of soap. OG got to go to
My container going to be one of them containers that you put your shit in when you move.
exactly.
Not no shipping container.
But more importantly, he gonna take every single raw ingredient. Shout out to my girl Lakeisha Bullock, SCB Naturals, because if you go to her Instagram, SCB Naturals, you'll see she shows you the process and what it takes to make soap. So she not buying bulk soap in fucking big blocks containers for the sell for fucking $2. She buying each individual ingredient, which is costing her, and bringing all the ingredients together. Flight shit is ready to sell as soon as it lands. She got to wait for her shit to cure. And this is the part that pisses me off. OG shit $5, Flight shit $2, right? OG can tell you every single fucking thing in his soap.
They can't.
He can read. You can understand every ingredient in his soap. Flight with the big box don't give a fuck if you can read or not. That nitro, glycerin, pectin, salicylic acid shit, all that's running up and through there.
Got COVID in it.
It's shit could have COVID in it.
I'm about to say Lysol had COVID in it before it said it on the back of the can.
You can see on the trains.
It said it on the back of the can.
COVID shit on there.
It said
Is
COVID.
it kill COVID or
Kill
No,
COVID.
it's COVID. Whatever it be on the fucking the trains.
That
This was
is
before
wild.
COVID.
This is before.
We're gonna have to investigate that. But the point I was trying to make is us entrepreneurs can tell you every ingredient in our shit, man, and you can read it. The big box companies, they can't tell you. They pumping that shit out so fast with all the chemicals and all that because they want to get it out to you so they can make money even faster.
Mhm. I think what happens a lot of times with a lot of people is just convenient. I go through this. I work at a hospital. I ain't gonna say the hospital, but we got regulars that come in there every single week. I fucking hate this hospital. And then I one day I just was fed up. I was like, why you keep coming back? And they answered. They was like, because it's around the corner. I was like, but you the same motherfucker coming here every week saying I hate this place. These doctors is horrible. Oh my God. Why I keep coming here? And I'm like, you got Temple, you got Elkins Park. Like there's a variety, a list of different places that you can go. But nah, just because it's convenient. So a lot of times, yeah, he may be able to give you the whole definition, but it's convenient to just come and spend that $2. And that's where we always go wrong a lot of times. Because we'll rather go somewhere where it's easier to get to, it's easier to do, and we got lazy. I can go on my phone and bam, bam, 2 buttons. And
I don't know, man. I don't know if I see where you're going with it, and I understand. But OG got a website. OG used the same shipping everybody else used.
True.
Ain't like this motherfucker, somebody, got grease, lightning, shipping, because
cheaper
all of it you
always
gotta
gonna win.
pay for it.
Cheaper always
That's the
gonna
problem.
win.
That's what it is. Like cheaper is always gonna win. But the point I was trying to make is that you should spend that extra money because it's a trickle down effect. If OG is wildly successful in his business, right? And OG is going to hire people that look like him. He's going to use marketing companies that have people that look like him. He's going to hire models and actors and talent that looks like him. And you see how that starts to trickle down and it's beneficial to the community as a whole. So instead of pocket watching, right? And again, I'm not telling people who running around on a fucking $10 budget to spend 5 of your 10 on soap. That's not what I'm saying. You have to live within your means, right? You have to be fiscally responsible, and that's where I can understand it at. But the faster we help those people get to the financial buying power, so he can get his price down to $2 a bar, faster that happens, the better it is for everybody in the community. I slide down these comments right quick. Last son, very true. Q says, Sally, we don't realize the power we have. I agree. Extremely ironic that we are the most hated yet most emulated race on the globe, said Les Son. That's perfectly said. Jabira said, okay, because Uggs are ugly to me. They look funny and they high as hell. We talked about that before one day. Like, it don't even matter. People put on some cold bullshit.
You see that shit Fat Joe had on?
Them boots?
Yo.
Nigga.
I about to say, you see the joint Kanye had?
Nigga.
Any Kanye shit.
Any Kanye shit.
Kanye, right.
They said Kanye came out with the slave ship 12s or some shit
people
like that.
Bought
them. Jabir said, I love my black businesses. I try to support my peoples as much as I can. Q said, if you're going to support. Don't be trying to get no hookups, shorten, etc. You don't do that with them other folks. That is true. I can personally vouch for Q. She spend her money.
That's let me give me can you spare. That's our motto. Let me give me can you spare.
Christine said, wow, that's crazy. We'll spend that money with everyone except our own. That is a fact. Q was agreeing with something you said. Real shit, OG. Melanie Scott comes said, people want a discount or something for free. Shaking my head. I have lost customers behind this. We all do. And that shit is infuriating. It's sad, man, because I always see this, right? I live by this. The backbone of my business is black women, and they are my favorite customer.
That's what you got to market to.
They are my, listen, black women will say, oh, I like that. How much is it? It's $19,583.22. Okay, charge it. Or here's the cash.
Dude.
Niggas?
Man, they got them down on
Niggas.
You know.
Man, listen, them the same niggas talking about they got hot dogs at the market for $2 and I got bread. But niggas will honestly be like,
yeah,
niggas will show up to your shit. Gucci down to the socks.
Yeah.
Rings and watch filled with rocks. Rings and watch filled with rocks. Biggie Smalls, exactly. They come to this motherfucker, $50,000 worth of clothes on, right? How many times, Flight, don't lie, how many times you seen this? You at a comedy joint, you invited some people out, they come through, they fresh to death, designer everything. Hit your merchandise, Joe. And Flight, how much is the shirts? Flight, like they $20, bro. You know what I mean? We gonna shut. Look, Flight could say they $20, bro, but we about to shut this thing down. Give me 15 for one.
I got 10.
I got 10.
Nigga.
Yep.
I got 10.
Nigga be like, yo, I got 10 for you. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
Black women. Black girl magic is real, bro. I would have no success whatsoever without black women.
Yeah.
Now, it do get a little tricky sometimes because some of them they got their shit with them too. They'll smile at you and flirt and like, lady, don't touch me. Just give me my money so I can be out. Like, let's get this thing over it real fast. But for the most part, my favorite people on the planet to do business with is black women. Black women don't give a shit about nothing but how you look, Do the product do what you say it's going to do?
Yeah.
That's all they want to
That's
know.
true.
Are you going
I
to
mean-
deliver on the product? You said this soap gonna have my shit moisturized, have my shit looking like I had a facial. Give me it.
Or if the
I
nigga,
paid the
if the
$10.
nigga don't out and out say he don't want it at first, he gonna massage his shit, do all this shit with it.
Molest the
I'm
shit out
good.
your shit.
Massage the shit out of it.
Niggas
No, I'm
will
cool.
molest your whole situation. They feeling all on the fabric.
Yeah, let me try it on. Let me
Yeah,
see.
Yeah.
They didn't put the funk on it with their arms. Nah, I'm
man.
cool on that
Yeah.
one.
But I mean, I kind of get both sides, and then I mean, I've been around a lot of white people too. White people support the shit.
We talking about us.
I
Fuck
know
white
us. I know, but
Listen,
yeah,
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Sometimes you gotta charge them tax. I'm gonna leave it at that.
yeah.
If y'all want to know what that mean in the comments, I'll talk about it. But sometimes you gotta charge them tax, bro. Sometimes you gotta
people.
charge
Some
them tax
motherfuckers just not clean across their fucking forehead.
with a brick.
Clean across their head.
With a brick. Let's jump into some more of these comments. Jabera said, even in my hair business, people always want a discount or something. That is true. No matter what business you in, they always want to hook up. Christine said, I've been paying for organic soap for a while now. I can actually read what's in it. I will never go back to the other stuff. Crystal Dominique, how you doing, Crystal? She said, we can't afford convenience when black people hold 2% of the world's wealth. We need to be intentional about where we spend our money. And that is a fact, Jack. Crystal said, don't quote me on the 2%. It's hella low. You got it. I understood the point, though. Christine said it could be flipped the other way around, too. Some black-owned businesses be trying to tax you with their ridiculous prices.
That's business in general, though. You can't
But
just.
COVID prices.
You got
it's-
a lot of people that do that, though.
See,
You
it's
don't call the white people out for that shit. They got white stores that do the same thing.
every day.
Yeah.
Every day. The problem I
The
don't
Palestinians is the worst. The Arabs, they the worst.
the-
We
the-
still going in there, though. The fucking poppy stores. Go in the poppy store in the neighborhood and look how much they shit costs.
and try to get a box of cereal in the
Shit.
clutch. In the clutch. Speaking, remember you used to be able to go to the store with $5, get cereal and milk,
And
then
a dozen
and,
eggs.
and your mom would be like, you ask your mom, can I keep the change? And it was actually fucking change. But here's why what I don't like about that statement Christine just made. When she says, let me just go back to it. She said it could be flipped the other way. It could be flipped the other way around to some black-owned businesses be trying to tax you with their ridiculous prices. There's two problems I have with that statement. First problem is there's usually an alternative for you to buy from. So if it's two people selling, we're going to keep the analogy the same with the soap. If it's two people selling organic soap and one is selling it for $2 and another one is selling it for $7, I don't care who you buy from. Just buy black. Don't bypass or stop looking to go buy from the Asians or and again, there's nothing against any other race. I'm just trying to empower my
you for your
people.
people don't mean you're against somebody else.
Exactly.
I'm for my people.
He
That's all.
nailed it. Just because I'm for my people don't mean I'm against somebody else, right? The point I need to make to you, Christine, is twofold. One, there's always an alternative, or 99% of the time, there's an alternative to what it is that you're trying to buy being sold by another person of color, right? The other thing you have to realize with that statement, Christine, is you can't dictate the value of somebody's product or their time. You can't dictate the price of somebody's product
Because you want
or
to
their
a certain
time.
price don't mean it's
What you
price.
want the price to be or what you think it should be ain't the value that person put on there. And I'm gonna give you a quick example, right? I just told you two people could be selling that organic soap, right? The one person could be getting the organic soap from Ghana or the shea butter from Ghana. Shea butter goes in soap. One could be buying the shea butter from Ghana, right? And they getting it again, half a container, half a brick, whatever, right? The other could be getting their shea butter processed, refined
from the from the third 3 people down the line
From
off the boat.
Off the boat. Exactly.
So the further you go down the line,
The further,
the
exactly,
more it's
bro.
going to increase.
Exactly. So you can't dictate, or you can't put or dictate what you think certain stuff should cost because of by comparison of what you want to
What
pay.
you want to pay? Yeah.
Now, to you, it might not be worth it, but the kind of statement you just made, we cannot continue to make in our community. It's counterproductive. Again, if you don't like something or you think it's overpriced, find another person of color to get it from. But there's people out there who value that person's product at that price because they feel like it's worth it. You ever been in the art world? Do you understand art or NFTs? Technically, all that shit is worth nothing, but is invaluable to the people who place the value on it and what that art does for them, or the story that's being told behind that art. You don't know if that person you go to buy that soap or that shea butter to strap. White people always say strap, put your bootstraps up and all that silly. You don't know what they had to go through to make that product happen. You don't know if they using. It's just like let's take meat for an example. Like certain restaurants, ain't none of us really ever probably even had Chilean sea bass, right?
I have.
They most restaurants.
Well,
I supposedly had it at
Yeah.
Del Frisco's. But when you
I know
looked
that shit
into
high as
the
boat smoke.
as high as boat smoke, but when you looked into the documentary, it's so few actual Chilean sea bass out
Yeah.
there that most companies are buying black bass
Yeah.
and passing it
labeling
off.
the bass, yeah.
Exactly. So I say that to say the value, you can't dictate the value of stuff to people who put in their blood, sweat, and tears into that product. Because as a person, as an entrepreneur, I'm gonna tell you like this. My problem is I'm always too low. Like most people tell me, like, yo,
Because you go in it with the mentality of they don't want to pay for it.
exactly,
So now you're going to try to cater to the they don't want to pay for it, motherfucker.
exactly,
And now you're not making what you're supposed to make. Oh, first of all, you got to get paid for your time.
exactly.
You
And
got to get paid
and
for
we
your time.
never factor in our time.
You never factor
We
in.
never
What you
factor in
factor
our
in
time.
is how much I paid for it.
Right.
I paid $5 for it, so I got to make X amount of money off of it.
Right.
Disregard the fact that you use your time.
Exactly.
Your time and your knowledge or whatever it took for you to make whatever you made. Like your knowledge wasn't free. Those machines that you plug up every day and use, they wasn't free.
Day.
You paid for that shit.
Every
You got to factor
day.
all of that shit into the cost of whatever it is you're doing.
Q said because they designer threads come from AliExpress. Nene said, yes, bro. Do you deliver at the hospital? I'm in need of your special juices and OG and OG brownie, but she's so serious. Melanie said her prices are definitely about to go up. Don talking about speaking of Black history. Remember that movie white people made on how to trick Black folks into overspending? This was in the 50s. What was the actual name of that? The something of a Negro, right?
It's still going on now. Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
psych. Listen,
Yeah.
listen,
All you gotta do is put it in lights.
listen. No,
Put that shit in lights.
You really want to send us into a frenzy? Tell us. Now listen, if you can, I need everybody to comment on this. I need everybody to comment on this. All right. If you want Black people to knock themselves over trying to buy your product, tell them they can't afford that shit.
Yup. And they're gonna have to have it. They're gonna have to show you
Tell
their
them they
status.
can't afford that
They're
shit.
gonna have to show their status. Fuck you mean I can't
Fuck you
afford this
mean
shit?
I can't afford that.
I'm gonna show. Everybody gonna know that I can afford this shit.
What?
I'm gonna get me 2 pairs.
I'm gonna get
me
I'm
2
gonna get
pairs.
one in every color.
Yeah.
It could be Kanye got a bullshit sweater that's tattered and holy.
And they're gonna buy it. Those ugly ass slave shoes, they bought them. They bought them for top dollar. They bought that shit and they ugly as shit. I don't give a fuck who made them. They ugly as shit. Like them Balenciaga sneakers, they look like fucking motherfucking walk on the moon type fucking boots. The sneakers is ugly as shit. I haven't seen a pair that was okay looking yet. But you gonna buy them for the name and they ugly as shit.
All you had to say,
Them motherfuckers look like Frankenstein shoes.
all you had to say was Balenciaga, and that was it.
They
But
can't even pronounce the shit.
But look, tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Jabera said
Honestly,
reverse
you know,
psychology, them Yeezys.
The crazy part is I don't believe a lot of people are really buying them. They're getting knockoffs.
No.
No.
They're going to the store.
Nah.
If they getting knockoffs, they're getting them from the store.
And here's the proof. It's people that they're in such high demand
Yeah, you
that
can't
it's
even
people out there. They're what do they call them? People that buy all the shit up.
fucking I saw a documentary on a dude with a whole warehouse full of
Sneakerheads.
sneakers and
They
shit.
buy all the
Yeah.
shit, and then they store it to make the scarcity even
And
worse.
then the demand go up,
and
and
the demand go up,
bingo.
and they release 2-3 pairs and get thousands for
that's
them.
how I'm gonna call bullshit on the knockoff shit. You see how much Kanye West made off those sneakers?
And Kanye West is a
If
billionaire.
if he wouldn't get none of that money if they was knocked off. He don't get no knockoff money.
Right, he don't. But look, think about what he just said too.
Think about how much he made.
I can hear me out. Like the point he just made was perfect. If I know I'm losing this much with the quote unquote knockoff, then I'm gonna buy all of them and then put them back out and make them in high demand and just dummy the price down or the amount of. So if I'm putting out 1,000 and they not really selling because this dude is knocking them all off, let me buy the 1,000 back and then just put out 2 pairs
That's not happening
and
with
2
the Yeezys, though.
of a few pair at a
not-
time.
Not with them
Yeezys.
Yeezy Jones, bro.
Yeah.
I don't
Because
know.
you gotta look at. You ever looked at the
Because
resale?
it's about numbers too. About a lot of times, if I know my stuff ain't selling, I'll just buy it for
His shit
myself,
never not sells though.
and then
Man, there's
it
a
looks like
scarcity.
my numbers is going up.
He-
So now to the public, it's like, oh shit, look where his numbers at. Not realizing I just purchased all my own stuff. So now I'm going to force you because we got the mentality. Damn, it's selling like that. Let me go ahead and jump on board
Man, that ain't
or
happening
get
with
in
Kanye.
line.
Not
shit,
with the
bro.
Yeezys or the Jordans.
Yeah, or the Jordans.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know with Jordan.
I mean, it's certain retro that they reissue, and it's only like matter of fact, one of the kids who was doing this shit, his mom worked for Nike,
And she lost her job
she lost her job, right?
because he was using her corporate discount to
Yup.
buy all of the shit.
And he was buying them in
Yeah.
fucking retarded bulk.
He was
bro.
using her corporate discount
Stashing
on her
them
card though. That's
on
how
her
she
card.
got. That's how I got
Yup.
caught. He was making the fucking killing.
Let's slide back into the comments right quick. This is good, man. We got to get to the bottom of this economics. That was done. I read that. Christine said the Arabs are horrible. That's why I shop with my folks. Rima said, "What cereal you buying? Where you got that? Where you got change?" Rima, this is back.
Name brand cereal.
This was name brand cereal,
When your dad was making the best cheesesteaks.
he was. Shout out to Greasy G, making the best cheesesteaks in the hood. But I remember vividly, this was what I want to say 88,
in the
89,
80s, all in the 80s.
88, 89. I would get a $5 food stamp. It was like the
The white and
joint.
purple joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my mom would say it'd be like a Saturday morning. She wasn't about to be Carla wasn't about to be getting up and cooking
And
the
you
goddamn
spend
thing.
401 so you can get the 99 cent back.
Nigga, peep the blitz. Y'all ain't peeping the blitz. He just gave y'all the gills. He gave you the gills. Because you couldn't get no change for no food stamp dollar.
And then when they got hip and was like, you got to spend whatever it is, it got to go up to 50 cents.
They got to go up to listen. But back then, we used to go. She used to send. It used to be Saturday morning. Christine Reynolds listening. That's my sister. We grew up in the same fucking house. She can tell you. And she would say, "Go get a box of cereal and a gallon of milk." And I used to be like, "Yo, can I keep the change?"
Yep.
It was change.
And then you're going to go.
It was Frosted Flakes. Because at this
Any
this
of the
is-
Kellogg cereal.
this
Any.
this was any legit cereal.
Yeah. It wasn't
Because
you had
it's
to
not
buy
like
things,
we was
vitamins
going.
or nothing like that.
Yeah, we wasn't going to like. She wasn't sending me to no
It was cool.
Murray's
We had
and no
corner
shit
stores.
like that. We had
Black-owned corner stores.
Janie's was our corner store. Yeah, like we had legit stores around there. So yeah, we
And then
got
you take the
name
change.
brand cereal, a gallon of milk. You take that shit home. You get the change
And go to Miss Amanda and get the penny candy.
and get you load up.
Let me get 25 windmill cookies and a hug. That's 50 cents.
Easy money, man. Easy
Or some
money.
shoestrings.
Easy money. I used to fuck with the ice
Oatmeal Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a penny a piece.
Yeah. So Rima,
Chocolate chip.
now
cookies.
Rima, I don't know how it was in New York back then, because I know that's where you from. But in Philly, Christine can vouch for me. OG just did too. You get cereal and milk with a $5 food stamp, and you had change. Now you can't even buy the cereal for
You can't
$5.
get the cereal. You can fuck around and can't even get the bread for $5 now.
Christine, now Don is our producer. He said New York was the same way. Christine say, I say that because the quality of things that they're selling don't be worth the price. All right. Again, you got to be careful.
You can't generalize it because that's all the way across the board with everybody.
That's what everybody. You see. I'm okay with people. You can spend your money where you want. I prefer you spend it with black people.
And if you,
But I don't encourage people to spend their money with black businesses that's going to offer poor customer service, poor quality product, or give you attitude, or be entitled thinking you're supposed to spend with them. Those are not the entrepreneurs I'm asking you to support. Like let's not start making up these excuses not to support our people. Let's stop posting comments like that in any type forum. If you had an experience with a person of color, and I say this all the time because I'm an entrepreneur, and you had a bad experience with one of my products, or you didn't like it, you talk to me. Give me an opportunity to fix it. If you didn't like that product, if you didn't like that smell, let me send you out another one. All right. If that didn't work and you don't see anything else on the web, let me offer you a full refund and the 25% coupon code for something else next time you come.
You don't just take
it
and then just go start spreading all this bullshit.
Start blast because
I could have righted the wrong. Like, give me a chance to right the wrong.
And the part that fucks me up about our people, and it annoys the shit out of me, is that the expectation for us
is higher.
Is so much higher than it is for everybody else. It's like, oh, they're a big corporation. We can't talk shit to them, so they get a pass.
Yeah.
Not knowing
the power of the pen
is always mightier than the sword.
The power of the pen.
A well-written letter to corporate.
Send an email.
Email, anything.
Good.
But because they have access to me, they think they can hurt me because it's going to be personal.
Yep.
Let's just be careful about those narratives that we putting out there when it comes to black-owned business. Take those phrases, take that mentality, get it out of your head. If you had a bad experience and you gave that person an opportunity to fix it, they did not fix it, or they gave you more attitude,
do what you
got to do.
Yeah.
But most legit, passionate entrepreneurs started this journey and took a leap of faith.
Players fuck up too.
But players fuck up because we human. Don't hold us way the fuck up here and we make a mistake and now we in the basement. Yep. We the worst fucking business
you
ever.
Hyped up the fucking story and put mustard on it and everything. Like, it wasn't even that
and
serious.
It wasn't even that serious. He said they didn't put mustard on it. They didn't gaslit the shit. Yep. Christine says, I bought things from high prices and got burned. That shit wasn't worth a damn penny. I'm not talking down about my people. What I'm saying is there's some shady individuals out there, period. Listen, by all means, if they, again, I'm not telling you to protect shady business. Blast that shit. But just make sure you give everybody an opportunity to show that they're bad business before you spread the narrative, because you didn't. Now, to be honest, Christine, you haven't said anything specifically about any entrepreneur or any brand whatsoever. If they fucked up, why are you protecting them? And if you're gonna spread that
Say his
narrative,
name.
be
What's his
specific,
name?
be intentional about the people that you are talking about.
Say his name.
Because when you say it in its general, now it's you lumping all the good
Everybody.
ones in with the bad ones as well. So if you had a bad experience with Critical Shot Studio, you say, yo, Don ain't shit on Critical Shot Studios. You see what I'm saying? You say that specifically. You don't generalize like, you know,
Y'all motherfuckers.
I see statements that literally say, I can't fuck with black people in business.
Yeah.
Or I don't fuck with black entrepreneurs. I see that. And I'll be like on the island by myself because they'll keep making general fucking statements like, oh, well, I bought the wig and that bitch from who? Who'd you buy the wig from? Blast that person.
Yeah.
But Flight got wigs down here. He's drawing money. Like, stop doing that. You got to be specific and you got to be intentional about your words and what you putting out in the universe. You can't be lumping all entrepreneurs into one fucking conspiracy. She says, I'm speaking from my experience, bro. Sorry. I don't want you to be sorry about your experience. Just like, you know, I love you.
Just put a motherfucker out there. That's
just put them out there. Like, talk about those businesses specifically, especially if you made the effort and you gave them an opportunity to fix it, and they still said fuck you.
Bullshit.
Blast they shit to the moon. Fuck them. That's not who I'm out here fighting for. I'm fighting for the businesses that care, the people that care. That's who I'm fighting.
You know it's fuck you.
Get right. Exactly. Crystal said, I paid my guru $95 for a homemade natural turmeric scrub, 90-day supplies. Black woman, and she makes products. She makes my products in her kitchen and proud. I will throw my money at my black business owners. I'm here for it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking. People will see that price, $95.
Yeah. Well, Walmart got it for $50.
But they'll breeze past the whole. They'll breeze
That's all they
past.
see is the number.
That's all they see is $95.
Yeah.
They ain't see the whole for a 90-day supply.
They saw the 95. Nah, I can get that for $50.
And they just lost their fucking mind. Who else we got? Here we go. Jabir says reverse psychology, them Yeezys. Yeah. Nene said, Crystal, hey Crystal, does she sell natural soaps? Yeah, Nene, you can get natural soaps at iCraft Mart. Shea Harmony got some. SCB Naturals has some. These are companies that I know personally sell great products. There's a lot of knockoffs out here. People really out here, fraud city. That's true. Christine said, Kanye clothes and shoes look a damn mess. I don't believe people are paying all that money to look homeless. Yup. Jabir nailed it. Cereal used to be $1.99. It's a fact, Jack. $1.99. Penny candy was everything. I said real stores wouldn't let you do it. We used to sell food stamps to the spot too.
That's a Black History moment right there. Who was the first person to sell a food stamp? I want to Google that. Who
That's
was
a
the
good
first
fucking question.
person to say, you know what?
Who was the
I'm gonna
first
give you $100 for this 50. That's real Black history. We need to find out
who was the first person to sell a stamp?
motherfucker to sell a stamps.
Slick
But
Willie
like,
suck.
I bought everything.
Slick Willie suck.
Slick
Like,
Willie
but look, I kind of see, I envision how the conversation went. Like, damn, I done bought everything I know. I got meats, I
Yeah.
got cereal, I got milk, I got eggs, I got cheese. Damn, I still got $300 left. Fuck, I'm gonna do with these things.
They used to give you them books too. Books.
But think about it. Back in the day, nobody was selling their stamps. Back
No,
then.
you used them, motherfucker.
You used them. You sold it. You sold your stamps.
I ain't. Nah.
Nah, my mom ain't
I
play
don't
that.
remember. I don't remember my mom selling her food stamps.
I don't remember
'Cause she
people
didn't.
selling.
Yeah. My mom would go to 9th Street and get like 10 pounds of slab bacon.
Everything, just
Everything.
because we had the stamps. Like, we used all of them.
Yeah.
It wasn't no
cases
selling
of
nothing.
wings and all that shit.
No, beloved, we use them in our hood.
Yeah, we
I
used to
about to say
use
we-
them Jones, man.
We use every last
We
dime.
use every last
We
one of them
use-
motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's a hell of a story. Somebody should do a skit about that. You should do that.
Who was the first
Who was
motherfucker
the
to sell
first
their
motherfucker
food
to
stamp?
sell their
Sell
food
they
stamp?
stamp.
You should write that up, bro. We'll get that shit and we'll shoot.
Black history.
Black motherfucking history.
Because I know it's a black person. I swear I know
Yeah.
that.
That went well, guys. You guys are big.
Hey, yo, we still live, bro.
You might as well come on now. You
Right.
said you don't want to be on. You on now. You on now. You might as well come on.
We gonna get you on here one day.
Uh,
You look, you you gonna give in one day. Let's get back to some of these comments, man, because it's getting good. I appreciate everybody. Make sure y'all hit the algorithm too. Hit the like, the heart button, hit all of that.
like how
man.
Big Rose say.
How big? Yeah, how Big Rose say? Give us the algorithm. Yeah. Let me check. I'm gonna check and see who shared this because y'all, one person shared this, y'all. I know you the fuck lying. Oh no, 3 other people did.
That's still fucked up.
That's still fucked up. It's 14, 15 you motherfuckers right now. I know you right. Let's get back to some of these comments. Jabera said penny candy was everything. Dawn said your sister can't post or comment because Facebook said she said something hateful about Arabs. Damn. Facebook.
You can't listen.
The
got
level of
lied
sensitivity.
About the
They
gooch.
won't let you out.
The
can't talk
level
about
of
Arabs.
sensitivity. I wonder if that's going to get us a strike because I actually said the comment. No? Oh, they get her personally?
She didn't say anything though.
Let me go back and find her
It wasn't
comment.
hate speech or nothing like.
Let me go back and find the comment.
Yeah, she said the Arabs were saying
She said the Arabs are horrible. That's why I shot with my folks. But
That's not hate speech.
how is that hate speech?
We're calling
She
the
said
Palestinians.
that
then.
the Arabs. Damn.
That's crazy, man.
Oh, so they
I-
booked it for
I-
3 days? Facebook around here giving out sentences.
Giving out sentences. Let me find out you go in front of hear ye, my Lord, for thou sake.
Uh,
I am in jail, Facebook jail for 3 days, my Lord.
Don made a good point. He said, you know what I never see? A positive review or a shout out for a black business unless they went damn near belly up on a sale.
Mm-hmm.
That is a great fucking point, Don, because I tell you, I be finding myself as an entrepreneur begging people to review the shit. Like you gotta literally go grab their motherfucking hands,
No, you got to
Walk
offer them
them
some shit. You got to give them something to do.
walk them to the motherfucking review site and say, listen, type of I'm not even asking you to lie. Just type
Your
your experience in, and here's 20% coupon.
It's
Mhm.
too
Or
much
$5 off your next situation.
convenient. That's too much work, man.
But it ain't too much
Man,
work when you go on, log on and off of Facebook
It's
all
not.
day.
People-
You post on Facebook
They're-
all day.
they're-
You post on Instagram all day. You don't get paid for that shit.
What's the first thing you do, right? We've all let's do it like this. Since it's not convenient and it's a fucking hassle, because again, it's another one of those bullshit, lazy, fucked up arguments.
Mhm.
Anybody ever here be interested in buying something new? You ever interested in like some shit you never bought before? You see it floating around. You ever bought something new? You saw it floating around.
I just
maybe?
got into the Bitcoin world.
Okay. You ever looked up a review on that?
Mhm.
You ever looked up a review on something you was looking for? You might want to.
It all depends on what it is. Like if I got to spend some money for it, I got to look shit up
Perfect, right? Why?
because I want to know what the fuck I'm getting myself into. Who wrote them reviews? They like that's what I'm saying. So listen, this is crazy. This is crazy because I had somebody who started up a business and knew that I knew a lot of people. Was like, yo, can you get your people to write reviews on my website?
Right. Absolutely.
And it was all lies because you just started today. You had no business.
But that's exactly
that's
that's the same thing I was saying about the sneakers. Like sometimes you gotta do
Look,
this
Kanye
to
ain't
make
doing
it
that.
look like that. You never know. I
This
wouldn't be
sales is
surprised.
crazy. Like
I wouldn't be surprised, man.
So that's another habit we should start, folks. Like, leave a review. I'm not asking you to lie. I'm asking you to just take the one extra step, because most sales, once you make them online, they give you the option to write a
to
review.
write a review.
They'll follow up with the email like, hey,
Yep.
I appreciate your business. Thank you. You got a second to write a
Along with
review.
those that survey shit. Are you interested in participating in the survey?
Because it builds trust. Right?
If you
It
got
shows
if
authority.
you got all these reviews for your product, somebody gonna see all those good reviews and be like, you know what? I can buy that.
That's a commercial without ever paying for or shooting a commercial. Right? Because if somebody comes to your website and they say, hey, let me see what's going on with Maywa Cosmetics lip gloss. I keep hearing about it. And on my site, at least on our Craft Mart, it's every review that we've ever gotten on her lip gloss. Right there for you to see. So somebody who coming to the site who might have been skeptical about maybe purchasing some, they automatically check it out and say, yo, this is getting great reviews. I got to check it out. Let me buy it. Let's run through some more of these comments. Right, that was a good one though, Don. Nene said, yes, bro, you do that. Nene, what you talking about? What I do? Philly Johnpreneur says, Walmart is always a mess, and it is. I mean, you can tell I get passionate about business, right? These Walmart. Fuck Walmart. I'm going to tough talk them motherfuckers. Fuck them. I said I'm not. Fuck they gonna do this? They don't even know I exist. So anybody. Fuck Walmart.
Yeah, be careful. Facebook might be sponsored by them or some shit. You never know.
Man, fuck Facebook too. Fuck
If you want to
Facebook.
be down, then fuck you too.
They have a picture of your ass.
If you wanted to be there, fuck you too. X Chino XL, fuck you too. Like, fuck Walmart, fuck Facebook too. I don't give a shit. Like, fuck them all. The point I'm trying to make is Walmart, right? This is how much they fuck with y'all. What?
You got a receipt, and you got to show your receipt to get out the man.
I
get
don't
the
never
fuck
stop.
outta here.
I don't
I gotta
never
show
stop.
my receipt to get out the
I'm
door.
not
Bitch,
showing
I
you
just paid.
nothing.
I just paid right there.
I'm not showing nothing.
And you got a motherfucker
Nothing.
making $11 an hour.
Nothing.
Gonna stop you from
I
moving out.
ain't showing nothing.
Like, why the fuck you
Nut
gotta
ass
show your-
line, y'all short.
Why you
make-
gotta show your fucking receipt?
And it's only in the hood.
Meanwhile, the motherfucking thief done walk smooth off
With the
with your
TV.
shit.
Yeah, so because I got a little story with Walmart.
Nigga, they gonna tell you, show me your receipt. Kiss my ass.
I
I
got
hate when I'm with somebody and they start stutter stepping and slowing up. Man, move. Get out of my way. Move. I'm not showing you nothing. Okay, I'm out. Flight, what's your story with Walmart, Flight?
I was
So wait.
I was misbehaved.
Wait. All right. Tell your story about Walmart, bro. Tell your
So
story
I
about
paid for a 45-inch TV. I walked out with it.
You got the HBO special. Help a brother out.
But he didn't check it. All he did, it just said TV.
Yeah.
He swiped that motherfucker and kept it moving.
But yo, somebody told me all they look for is the date
Right.
on the receipt. They don't look for the
They
item.
don't
They look at the
nothing.
date.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what they looking for. I ain't showing you nothing.
I felt bad though
Why?
because
Nothing.
Man, it's always good to get one over on the man.
this was
Fact.
years ago though. This
Them
I don't give a
motherfuckers
fuck if
is
it was
one
yesterday.
Them motherfuckers make fucking probably $1 billion a month, and you worry about that. You probably got it for less than what they even
Listen,
paid.
I
For
was
the
in there. I
motherfucker.
was in there, right? So I must look like a motherfucker that's looking for a deal and shit. Young boy working in there in the electronics joint. He like, yo, oh here. It was when one of them gaming systems that came out. So he was like, yo, I'll meet you in the parking lot for whatever you want in here. I'm like, yeah. So I got a stereo system along with the motherfucking the gaming joint. I met him in the parking lot, gave him half price and pulled the fuck off. And then he gave me his phone number, like, yo, just come back. You know, just call me and you come up here whenever I'm working, and I got you.
Help a brother out.
HBO special.
HBO special. Help a brother out. Nene said, if you don't like something, you will accommodate and make it. So yeah, I had that experience with Nene. Nene had patronized my business. She didn't like something. Nene called me, said, yo, that wasn't that. It's no problem. I got you. Tell me what you want, what you need. Took care of it. And then even after I made it right and she was happy, she hit me on the late night one night. It was like, bro, I'm like, man, because it's you, I got to come through. And I came through for it. That's that personal touch you get that you ain't going to get from no fucking Walmart. She's just not going to get it. Let's get to a couple more of these comments before we swing and we pivot to another topic. Your sister can't pose. Oh, moral of the story, black folks, please post reviews. Please, if you patronize a black business, please post reviews, good, bad, and different. It helps because even if you leave a bad review, we gonna reach out to you to try to fix it. Okay. Yeah, Walmart is a mess. They are facts. Angry old head sold me a Gordon Gartrell. Woo! She paid $1 a day, give or take a few coins. Oh, Jabir talking about the $95 for the 90-day supply, right? That's not bad at all. You know, some people don't get a 30-day supply for $90. Hell no. Big Shell stocked the crib with that $158. She want to sell. She was. She want. Oh, fool. All right. Jabir, you gotta come back. You gotta retype that one. I need a translator for that one. She said every month I was in Wishing Well and Long Acres.
Mm-hmm.
Don said he remembered a $300 book.
I only remember the $65 was the big book.
Melanie said, you see,
$300.
Whoopi just had to apologize to what? What did Whoopi had to apologize for? I missed that story. Jabera said, Facebook is sensitive as fuck. The word horrible probably. So you can't say hard. You can't. Oh, I guess when you put them together, Arabs horrible. That's bad. Got you. All right. Dawn said she booked for 24 hours.
We get ready to throw a fish fry. We're gonna do a fish fry.
Yeah. Make sure y'all write her a letter. That shit is Christine Reynolds.
I'm about to say her messenger still might work though.
Mel said she go. Flight said your messages might still work, Christine. Check that out. Messages still work. Yeah, Christine, check your messages. Jabera said I read reviews before I buy certain things. That's right. Dawn said don't go to Facebook jail, which it says. Right. Tom, what's up, bro? He said, what it do, fellas? Congratulations on the new spot. We appreciate that. Jabira said, let me get that number, OG. Nene said, oh, yeah, OG. I don't know what the fuck they talking about. I just
the bull.
The young bull.
Oh, well, yeah. This what you want. This what you gonna do. If y'all want the number to the young boy,
It come with a price.
it come with a price. Jaber said, if everybody handled business the way you did, the world would be great. Oh man, I hope she talking about me and my business. I be working hard. Yeah, Nene said she need that Walmart special. Mel said she said the Holocaust wasn't about race. Oh, whoopee. Wow.
You know you can't talk about the Jews.
Wow. Christine said, Dawn said, she said y'all play too much. You can't talk. So wait.
You can't talk about the Jews or the Gooch. Everybody else is in it's fair game. No.
So
You can
wait.
talk about regular white people. You can't talk about Jews and the Gooch. You can talk about regular white people
You can't talk about Jews
and the Gooch.
and the Gooch.
You're going down, Winthorpe, immediately.
Jabera said, OG, I'm going to do your hair and you pass off the digits. Fair exchange, no robbery.
No, that ain't worth it. The hairdo ain't worth that connect. Now, that was years ago, though.
Dawn said you
That
can't
was
talk
years
about
ago.
Arabs either. Laugh out loud. So wait, why are I need some help on this.
So if she said it wasn't about race, what did she say it was about?
Yeah, I kind of want to understand that. I'm going to dig around a little bit right quick. That's the power. Why Whoopi Flight?
Tell a joke. real
Why
quick.
did Whoopi apologize? Yeah, help me out, Flight. Did. Whoopi Goldberg apologizes after claim was not. I'm sorry. Whoopi Goldberg apologized after claim Holocaust was not about race, sparks backlash.
What was it about, though?
So let me see if I can. Whoopi Goldberg has apologized after claiming on ABC's talk show The View that the Holocaust was not about race, but rather about a man's inhumanity to man.
It was
Comments
only
that
towards a
sparked
certain race, though.
widespread outrage from viewers and members of the Jewish community. Goldberg's comments came on Monday as the panel discussed a Tennessee school district
And she got a
decision
Jewish name.
to
I'm gonna say that
ban
shit.
the graphic novel.
Goldberg is a
laws,
Jewish name.
citing nudity and profanity and deemed it inappropriate. The Pulitzer Prize winning book zones in the horrors of the Holocaust, including killing of children, Nazi gas chambers, and forced labor. 6 million Jews were systematically killed. All right.
But you could talk about Kunta Kinte like a motherfucker. Like, you can't talk about the Jews. They wanna, disregard fucking slavery.
So, in Whoopi's apology, she said, on today's show, I said the Holocaust is not about race, but about man's inhumanity to man. I should have said it is about both.
Now you're gonna walk your shit back. You said what you meant. Like you meant what you said. Now you should have said something because they on your ass about it and you afraid that they're gonna shut you down. Like, you made enough money now that she don't have to make no more money and she could ride her soapbox
Nah.
all the way to the day she died.
Yeah, but that's exactly why I'm inclined to think that Whoopi's sincere about that, because I don't think Whoopi need them motherfuckers, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So why walk it back?
I don't think she walked it back. I think she just said she said it was about
Oh,
both.
she just tightened it up.
Yeah, I think she said basically the way I read it, the way I took it was, I said what I said. But you right,
But
it's
stand
about
on it,
both those things. She didn't walk it back. She's saying it's about both those things. It's not just about the one. So I don't think she walked it back. I think she almost kind of doubled down a little bit.
No, I
Like,
don't call
yo,
it a
I
double
said
down.
what I said, but it's
Because
about
she
both
added-
of those things.
Yeah, but
But to the point that you just said about how people, first of all, you make a joke about the gooch,
you're going down.
you're going down. You make a joke about it, you do or say anything anti-Semitic,
You're going down.
it's over for you.
You say anything, you call a motherfucker a nigga and all they got to do is give up a bullshit apology. Oh, they'd be all right. Just say you sorry.
Listen,
Just say you sorry. It'll go
how
away.
is it that we still deal with people and the level of racist bullshit that come out of their mouth?
Because we all.
And I'm not talking behind closed doors.
Yeah, that shit is blatant.
That shit ain't even hitting. If you have now, see, I've been trying to grow the podcast, right? One of the things I've been doing to try to grow the podcast is I've been fucking with TikTok, right? TikTok is the funniest shit on the planet. But you go far enough down that rabbit hole, you come across racist TikTok. Is no it here, and the shit be driving me crazy. It's this guy I follow. I fucks with his real name is DL Hopkins. But his name is Uncle Damn on TikTok. When I tell you he be like, this motherfucker is so eloquent in the way he be checking these crackers, bro. Like the motherfucker, like he like the king of the walk-off. This motherfucker's like the king of hitting the home run, last pitch of the game. If it go over the gate, it's over. This motherfucker is the king of the walk-off. He's so eloquent with the words. You don't even know he just fucked you over. That's how good he is. And he just agreed to do the show.
Yeah.
He just agreed to do the show. I'm working behind the scenes to get him on. He'll be on soon, right? But in the meantime, check him out. His name, Uncle Damn. He does this series called Mythological White Creatures. He up to like 34. He be killing them because he be destroying white people and races. All by saying he'll start off Mythological Creatures, Part 5. He let that shit marinate for a second, and then he'll say something like, what was one of my favorite was the healing evangelical preacher. He'll wait for their minds to explode, and he would say, no, done is this a myth.
The motherfucker who be in church, the motherfucker he can't walk. Got a blanket over him. Get your stand up. You can
Stand
walk.
up.
Pull the blanket off. The man he ain't got no legs. How the fuck you gonna make him walk?
But yo, he be killing them. He be killing them. I fuck with him, bro. So I've been fucking around with the TikTok, trying to grow the podcast, more outlets, get the names and the faces out there more. And I stumbled upon racist TikTok, bro. And the most hardcore racist is the Southern backwoods
And the mother
Confederate flag flying
in the middle of
fucking
Pennsylvania too.
Hicks. You ever seen
You could go right
A
down.
real
Right
life
now, you
Uncle
could go
Ruckus?
down 95, going to Virginia, and the fucking Confederate flag is up high. You can see that shit off the side of the highway. It ain't no billboard like wherever it's at. The shit is down like in the valley or whatever. It is raised up on this big ass pole. You see the Confederate flag. Ride down 95 to Virginia, you'll see that shit.
Listen, let me go to these comments real quick. Q said they only ask if the items is out of the bag. I'm anti-Walmart as well. I had enough abuse. Laugh out loud. Dawn said, flight over there, tired as shit. Jabera said, she said what she said to my whoopee. Dawn said she had to backpedal a little bit in order to keep her job. Them people own that network. Man, fuck that network, though. That's another thing. Y'all see, this is what I mean. Y'all support these networks and y'all support these fucking stations and these big fucking outlets. And I'm telling y'all, it's shows out there that exist that are ran and cultivated by black people for us, where we have space to say what we need to say and feel how we feel and try to get over some of this trauma. And y'all just keep running back to the same
running back to
fucking abusive outlets.
Massive.
Why the fuck can't she express how she feels and say what she want to say? Oh, she got to keep her job. Fuck that job.
She okay if she don't never make another fucking dime.
Thank you. But here's what's even more important. if we supported the Black News Network,
Yep.
like we
wouldn't have to
support
watch that shit.
we wouldn't need to give a fuck about. We get to have our own opinions in our own space. Why can't we get that we make everything go? We just do. There's absolutely no reason for us to be bending over
It's
backward.
like we feel
and
like we
begging-
gotta be like we
and-
gotta be a part of what they got going on.
Here's
Or
what
we're
y'all.
not gonna make it. And we're not gonna make it if they not included in what we got
But
going
you know
on.
why
we,
they right?
We need them.
You know why they kind of right? Because it's a trickle down effect. If we don't support the business here to get them here, we can't have this network here because this person here don't have the money to support the network here to justify us having that freedom of speech. So let me put it as simply as possible. You feel like Whoopi had to backpedal a little bit because ABC owns the network. ABC only can exist if they make money. ABC makes money through sponsors and paid advertisement. Where does that money come from? Corporations, white-owned, Jewish-owned businesses.
It ain't no money without no consumers.
It
though.
ain't no money. Now, if nobody watches ABC for nothing, and there's a network like NGTV to get all our entertainment, where do you think the corporate money is going to go? They have to get in front
Go to action.
of
They're gonna
black
go with the action.
people's eyeballs because we spend the money. Everybody else money circulate in their community for far longer than they circulate in our
Man,
community.
listen, grand opening, grand closing.
Every time.
Mhm.
Grand opening, grand
That
closing.
check
Yeah.
come in and go right back out. Y'all got to understand that it's important. It was for sometimes it's just the cool shit to say, I buy black or support black. It's not just about shit being cool to say. There is a valuable and deliberate and tangible reason for you to support black businesses. If you ever want to see original content made by us, for us, we have to support smaller networks, grow them into bigger networks so that they can finance these type of projects. Who's going to shoot and film these projects? Who's going to do the catering? Who's going to do the wardrobe? Who's going to do location and scouting?
You
It's
keep that shit all in the community.
fam.
Yep.
If we start shooting a TV show right now, I'm hiring Don to do audio visual. I'm hiring Flight for whatever role, whether it be to warm up the crowd as a comedian or write some comedic shit inside the script as a comedy writer. I'm hiring OG to either be a part of the show, talent on the show, security for the show.
I
It's
ain't doing
going to be a
security.
check going in his pocket for something. You understand what I'm saying?
I ain't doing no security, beloved.
Whatever you want to do, whatever it is you want to do, you do the shit. The point is, I'm going to try to keep 99.999% of the
In-house.
money in-house.
That's what they do.
Craft services is going to be done by fucking who own the food spot?
Cook.
You know. Huh?
Cook.
Craft services by Cook. Hair by braids done by Jabira. Who we got? Who else we got? Makeup done by Cute Lips and Maywa Cosmetics. Like the shit gotta be in-house. How you get a $50 million budget and you just run clean cross town?
Ran off.
Ran off. I don't get it, man. I'm trying to preach that we should take and make sure we are trying to grow the community as a whole. And the number one reason I think y'all don't do it is because you're lazy and you're pocket watching.
And egos.
We can argue all day.
Egos.
Okay, three of them. You're lazy, you're pocket watching, and you got an ego.
Egos.
Let's argue about it. We can argue about that shit all
I mean,
day.
it happens a lot of times. I think a lot of people are frightened by other people's success. It's more or less, I don't want to see you grow, especially when we're doing the same thing. So we're doing the same
Because
thing.
one motherfucker got to be in charge.
You know what I'm
Everybody
saying?
want to be the
So-
chief.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's
And a lot of times it can be genuine. You can want something for somebody. A lot of people don't know how to turn around and reach back. So
Them to forget where you came from, motherfuckers.
yeah,
There's a lot of them
Yeah.
floating around.
so
because you get a taste of a different lifestyle and different success and different things.
And don't want to help nobody
You don't wanna
attain
help.
that shit.
You know what I'm saying? But then sometimes it's good to experience new things and see new things. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. Like I was talking about the ice cream machine at McDonald's. When I lived in the suburbs, that motherfucker stayed with
It ain't gonna- and if it broke, it was fixed in a half an hour.
we was talking about, I was like, damn, wait a minute. The one in Solderton worked all the fucking time. But in fair, like I said, it's give and take. When you go there, they got their shirt tucked in. The motherfuckers is neat. They on point. They ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want it, here you go. Then you go on
52nd
52nd.
Street, you got Rashida fucking with her nails and her cell phone. They back there making
She like
TikTok
this, what
videos
you
and
want?
shit, like,
What you want,
they
a burger?
definitely making TikTok
Like she's sitting there, like like
didn't I say hold on? Like
right.
right.
So,
Right.
so
You mad at
it's-
me because I want to order my shit.
It's give and take. You know what I'm
saying?
saying? So sometimes it all depends on where you at in
Take
life.
the
and
good, you take the
You gotta
bad,
take the
you
good
take them
with the
both,
bad.
and there you have the facts of life.
You know who I should think should really get in the black community? The owners of Chick-fil-A. I don't know who they are,
They know
where
not,
they are.
they know that they don't have to do that. They know
Chick-fil-A
not to-
is the
They
shit.
know not to do that.
Chick-fil-A.
The closest they coming to the hood is Shutham Avenue. they know not to cross over into Philadelphia.
Because who they gonna hire? Who they gonna hire?
Rashida,
They can change them though. I honestly believe if Chick-fil-A came to 52nd and Market, I mean, what is it? 52nd and Chestnut.
Grand
that
old-
shit grand opening, grand closing. They been got robbed opening night. Like
I believe it can happen.
That shit is sad.
I
That
believe
shit
it
is
can
sad.
happen. We need a Chick-fil-A in the hood. We
they
need a
can't hire
Chick-fil-A
nobody from that neighborhood.
in the hood. They all closing.
Checkers is closed down
Checkers
like
is
a
closed
motherfucker.
down.
Like,
It's like probably one left open in the city, and that's on Girard Avenue.
yeah. No, they keep selling that nasty ass food that nobody want.
Now, to be fair, Checkers started out when they started
They
out.
was Raleigh's.
They was one of the best
Yeah.
burgers.
And
Remember
the
that
cheapest burgers. I used to go to them all the time.
They
after school.
came. I
$2.
remember. I think it was freshman year of high school, and motherfucker, my sisters was like, "Yo, we want." It was 48th and Lancaster.
Yeah, right at Lancaster and Girard.
Yeah. They came on to me. We got Champ burgers from Checkers. What the
Checkers.
fuck is a Champ,
Champ
burger?
burger.
She pulled out this quarter-pound motherfucker that was perfectly seasoned. The shit. Now, when Checkers first came out, bro, they should actually look like the pictures. So much so that I went and got a job at that motherfucker. My fat gene kicked in.
You back
I went
there
and got
drinking
a
all the
job.
Slurpees and shit.
They didn't have no Slurpees. They had- for all the OGs, Checkers used to have vanilla chocolate, banana, and strawberry flavor shakes. I used to make me a banana strawberry joint, and they had these things. Y'all remember the apple nuggets?
Mm-hmm.
They was like half moon shaped,
Yep.
fried.
Fried, yep.
Apple
They had the
filled.
best apple pies too.
They didn't start out with apple pies. They started out with apple nuggets. They
Apple
introduced
nuggets.
the apple pies. You know what I mean? Fucking damn near 3 years later.
Mm.
But them burgers used to be all that. But then as a matter of fact, the owner of Checkers sold that shit. His name was LeVan Hawkins. I remember that shit to this day. But once he sold it, they went to cheese instead of cheese. It was like cheese sauce. It was weird, man. It was weird. That was a fucked up decline.
Yeah, we need a Chick-fil-A in the hood. I think they can change the narrative.
Yeah.
We need a Chick-fil-A at 52nd and Market.
Let's go to some of these comments. We're getting down to the end of the show, man. I want to make sure we get all our people. Crystal Dominique said there are so many of black business doing exactly what was described here tonight. These establishments exist. It's tough though, because it seems that we would rather work hard, not smart, stay divided than to team up. I got it. Let's what I will continue to say is let's change. The best way to change the narrative is practice.
Yep.
Practice makes perfect. Practice using different verbiage. Practice using positive words
Yeah.
and affirmations and putting that positive energy
Wow.
in the universe.
It's crazy you say that because I guess that's a confirmation. And thank you, Jesus. Because it's funny because I just in the comedy world, I'll use that analogy because I had a comedian call me and was like, "Hey, can you do me a favor?" I'm like, "What's up? Can I get a couple emails from the clubs?" And at first I was like, hell no, like why would I do that? Like I worked so hard to get to that point to be able to get in there. I ain't just gonna give you the. But then when I took a step back and I was like, they don't book me all the time. I can't do every show. And I sat there, and then next thing I know, I didn't even realize I had that many emails and phone numbers and things of that magnitude. And I texted to this comedian, and they ended up getting booked like on four shows. I sent them like maybe 75 different promoters just around the world. So sometimes it's good to just take a step back and not be selfish. And
Right.
I was being selfish in the moment in the beginning, but then when I took a step back and I really thought about it, I was like, you know what? No, here.
It wasn't gonna take no money out your pocket.
It ain't gonna hurt, you know what I'm saying? But that I had the mentality. Like we have that
Because you still
sometimes.
grinding. That's why.
Right. So it's like, and then the selfishness in me was like, well, when I'm gonna get back from you?
Kickback. Yeah.
And then when I again, but I it was just thoughts. I'm like, all right, well, I'm giving you, man, I done gave this motherfucker 75. Well, give me some of the. But then a part of me was like, nah, don't ask. Just wait and see what happened if they do the kickback without asking. But then I had to realize too, also, sometimes it's okay to ask. There's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Because the same way they called and say, hey, can you help me out? I need some help. I feel like I'm at a roadblock. And I see you broke through a barrier and you got in a lot of places I'm trying to get. But then I had to take, like I said, when I thought about it, I did the same thing because another comedian helped me.
Yeah.
Like, here, tell them
Sometimes
use
you
my
gotta pay
name.
it forward, man.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with paying it
Use my
forward.
name. Tell
Because guess what?
when you email them,
It's another level you trying to get to
right?
that you need somebody to help you
You need
get
exactly
to that level.
and that's what it all boils down to. So sometimes is and this new, as we say, year, do something outside yourself, do something different, help somebody out that you probably wouldn't help. So
The HBO special, man.
yeah,
The HBO special.
Help a
man.
brother out.
Help a brother out, man. Continue.
So,
Like that.
when you
Those are
said
words
that-
to live by.
yeah. When you said that, I was like, I was kind of taken back, like, oh shit, that was the confirmation. That was God talking to me, like, hey man, it's okay to help somebody. So when you said what you said, I was like, wow, that kind of.
So
I just did that. So,
our sister Nene just made this comment, and I'm gonna use this as an example of how we can start to get tangible change by changing our rhetoric. Nene said, "You could talk until you blue in the face. People going to support who they want to support, no matter how many times you bring it to the show or how many times you talk about it. Some black people just don't want to see other blacks succeed, and that's the bottom line. Now we have other topics, please." Well,
Her
Nene,
medicine must have kicked in.
two things, Nene. First thing, we definitely have other topics, and I appreciate you listening and being like a super duper sister to the show and always sharing and always being here. You're constant, and I appreciate that. But your comment is the prime example of what we need to change in the way we speak about our people and our businesses. It makes absolutely no sense for you to say you can talk to you blue in the face. No.
Some people need to hear it.
What needs to happen is I just spent 20 minutes in saying how we make shit cool. That ain't just for white people we make it cool too. We create the culture. We are the culture.
mhm.
So if we create a culture of positive, affirming words to one another, it's gonna be cool to say, "Yo, I love you, bro." Flight, I love you, bro. Don, I love you, bro. It's cool because if you start saying it to your brother, you start saying it to your brother.
You might actually start feeling like somebody love you.
What happens when that shit start to go and snowball out of control? Like, yeah, I want to see Don win. I really want to see Don shoot this fucking movie. I really want to see OG start his whip body by the joint and sell that shit to fucking Revlon for $10 billion. I want Flight to be the biggest motherfucker. I want him to be bigger than Kevin Hart. Bro, you could do that shit. I'm blue in the face about uplifting my brothers and uplifting my people. Yeah, I'm human. I get frustrated. I get mad because I'm human and I get passionate about this shit.
But it's the reason why you also do what you do and you say what you say to people. Like, you can't just tell me that to shut the fuck up because they're gonna do what they want to do. Like, no. Because
like,
guess what? If I'm talking and we got 3 motherfuckers over here, 2 of y'all ain't gonna do shit, but that other third person do it, that's a win.
That's
Right.
a win.
You got, long as you reach somebody.
That's a
And
win.
even using her analogy, when I'm selling me, I'm gonna talk till I'm blue in the face.
Yeah.
I'm selling me. So sometimes you got to sell a little harder. You got to push a little harder. You got to give a little more. Some people need that extra oomph. And you within yourself, if you believe in yourself that much, then you're not afraid to do that extra work. So I'll talk to you till I'm blue in the face because I believe in what I'm selling. So
Some
if
people
I
need
feel like
to
I'm the
hear
funniest
more than
dude, then
others.
right.
Everybody don't have the same understanding with the same amount of knowledge that you giving up. Everybody
Yeah.
not on that same wavelength when it comes to that. You might be brighter than the next person, so it's going to take me to say more to that person than to you because you get it right away.
Right.
And just imagine if we live in a community where we genuinely wanted to see each other level the fuck up. And knowing the kind of power we wield
financially.
It can happen.
With our money.
It can happen.
With our money.
That's why I said what I said, man, for that comedian to actually get booked. Like, it happened that fast. Like, I didn't know I had that much power. It was like, yeah, well, how did you get a top flight? You know, because they know I ain't just going to be giving out information to anybody. But, you know, yeah, go ahead. It's like, yo, Flight, thank you. Like, all right, was no sweat on my back. You know what I'm saying? But I was excited that it worked out and that it went well. So I'll talk to him blue in the face, I guess. You know, because I believe in the product.
So with that being said, Nene, we are not turning your comment.
We ain't attacking you. Negative. We still love you.
Nene, you gonna always be our sis. And we send in some healing prayers and speedy recovery prayers to you as well. Before I said that, I said I'm gonna use it as an example. I didn't say you were being negative. I just said I'm gonna use it as an example of how we can start to rearrange the way we think and how we can rearrange or start to change the rhetoric and the way that we speak and speak more positivity into people. Like, instead of people, again, there's a time and place for negativity, right? But not when it comes to like killing somebody's spirit or crushing somebody's dream. Nene, I didn't take your comment to mean negative. I just wanted to use it as an example of how we can change and tweak the language that we use with one another to help uplift us.
That's all.
Nobody on the Big Exclusive podcast is perfect. We all human. We have good and bad days. Some days I'm going to wake up and I'm going to feel like fuck black people and their businesses. Okay. I'm not going to go on Facebook and post that or nowhere else and post that. You know, it's just going to be one of those emotions that I have. I'm going to get over it and I'm going to continue to try to speak life into our people. With that being said, you know, how we normally end the show is we all get an opportunity to spend about 1 or 2 minutes and say anything it is that we want to say. Doesn't have to be about any of the topics that we talked about tonight. It could be about anything. It's just some shit I like to get on record or the archive, so that if somebody listen to it from years from now, you know what I mean, they can go back and say, "Hey, that was great," or "I never knew you felt that way," or "I appreciate that," or "That was a nice message." Um, it's a little weird because it's not clicking the buttons and putting one person on screen no more, right? So, who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I just want to send out my thoughts and prayers to the big homie, man. Big Roll.
Yeah,
I'm praying for you, homeboy.
yeah. I want to echo that sentiment. I'm also going to tell Nene that I love you. She in her bag right now.
Yeah.
Nene, please don't take that person. I was just trying to
We
give
just
an
need you to get
example.
better. That's all.
That's all I want for you to do is get better. And I'm gonna figure out how to, sneak the Cuban missile into the hospital for you. Okay. I'm gonna call your phone, see where you at, so I can kind of.
No, she gonna call you.
Yeah.
She gonna call you, curse you the
She gonna
fuck out.
cuss you.
Yeah.
But, and another thing, tell Flight sleepy ass sitting over there scratching and shit.
Bitch, you black son of a bitch. I'm matter of fact, I'm gonna leave it with
I ain't
this.
what I meant.
I'm gonna say what I always say, Kayla Cameron, Daddy, love you. I couldn't be more proud of the young women you are, the young women you're becoming. And I think you guys are my biggest accomplishment to date. And I enjoy very much so being your father. Flight, I'm going to ask something special of you tonight. And I know this is right up your alley. I'm going to ask you to use your final word to send out some healing prayers to everybody who could use a little
It's
healing
been heavy for me,
and
man.
a little prayer, bro. Please, if you could do that for us and you got that in you, I surely appreciate it.
I gotta send the
tonight,
RIP
bro.
shout out to Bertha too, man.
Bert, god damn, Bert, man. Bert was one of the few people. I remember when I met Bert, she was living next door to Aunt Iris. And I had already known her.
Mhm.
And I say met her because we had moved to 41st Street and I came back down. I didn't remember because I was so young. She was changing my fucking diapers.
Yeah,
But Bert was one of those people, man, that
she was always happy.
her smile lit up a room. Her laughter changed the worst days into the best days. Bert was a genuinely fucking happy person.
Yeah,
I've never seen Bert have a bad day. I never seen her have an attitude. Like people say that all the time, and
that's not bullshit though.
it's
I
not
knew it,
bullshit
I've
when
known
it
her
comes
longer
to
than you.
Bert. Bert, like when I say heaven gained an angel or paradise, Bert is one of those people, man. She was a genuinely beautiful spirit, man. I'm glad you reminded me that happened because I don't even like facing that shit. I don't even like
Yeah.
thinking that's real. She called me by my nickname
Mm-hmm.
that I was born with on
She
Mount
just called
Vernon
me-
Street to this day.
Cousin, every time say, "Hey, cousin, what's going on?"
Flight, do us that honors, please.
Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you just right now. We just ask that you take this opportunity to just heal somebody, place a smile on their heart, place a smile on their spirit, place a smile on their thoughts. All these things are possible through you. We take the time out because in this world that we live in, every single individual walking this earth is going through something. And with every single individual going through something, we just ask that you take the time out and just take a moment to allow them to thank you, whoever that individual is. And also, Father, give them the opportunity to take the time out just to do something for somebody else. Because just because we're all going through something doesn't mean we can't do something for somebody else. And I just ask that you continue to do something for me because you've been nothing but my everything. And I say that to say this. I love you, Father. Thank you, Father. And continue to be a blessing in not just my lives, but everybody around me because I want to do something for them. Amen.
Wow. Appreciate that, bro. It's a Big Exclusive Podcast. Angry OG. Comedian Top Flight. I'm Big Exclusive. We out.
Peace.